I've been going to Biltmore Church for almost 17 years. I met my wife here. I was able to work here with just the great staff that's here and kind of develop a passion for audio, which has become kind of my life and what I love to do. I still get to volunteer here and use something that I feel like God's given me a talent, something I like to do in a volunteer capacity, even though I have a different job. So I still feel like I get to be part of the ministry here. As part of my job, I get to travel all over the country and help set up for concerts to festivals to helping people with their venue. And to me, this was just another normal event. Get in, get it done, and get on with my life. And never even thought that I would be involved in something like this. I remember it was the headliner of the night. It was the biggest crowd of the day that I had seen. I think they said about 22,000 people there. And I remember over to my right, I just heard what sounded like a popping sound, just 3 or 4 or 5 times, very faint, just like a pop, 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 very quiet. And I said, man, it's probably just some kids goofing off. And literally as soon as I said that, it started very fast. Lots of rounds, very fast. And at that point, there was no doubt what was happening. And we were under fire at that point.
An active shooter near the Mandalay Bay Casino.
We saw groups of police, SWAT teams moving in that direction.
I was on a riser, smack dab in the middle of the crowd, about 130 feet out. When this started happening, the guys beside me, one guy's controlling the lights, one guy's controlling the sound, and they're throwing all the lights up, pulling all the sound down, just trying to, make sure people know this is not part of the show, And so we got down underneath that riser, and at this point, the rounds just kept coming, and you could see wood flying off the riser that we were under. All around us, you could hear shots ringing off the metal barricades. I've got my arms out, laying flat as close to the asphalt as I can, and just praying out loud. No shame at that point. You're just praying, in a loud, audible voice, God, please help us, please save us, please protect us, over and over. And all these thoughts are running through your mind. My wife is pregnant, and so I'm thinking, I'm never gonna meet my son. What's gonna happen in the next, couple of seconds? It feels like I'm gonna see what eternity is like, and I'm gonna know for sure what happens after death. And then there's almost like a pause for a second. I got up and sprinted just as fast as I could. People are climbing the fence on both sides, and you can hear shots ringing off the fence as people try to climb over and get away. We got inside this hangar. It's actually a private hangar for the Caesars, Las Vegas. The floor is covered in blood as we walk in. People that have got shot have made it this far. And there's hundreds of people kind of funneling in here. At this point, I still haven't talked to my wife, and I'm just thinking, my wife is gonna wake up to the news that I was in the shooting. She knows exactly where I was, and she's gonna wake up and think I'm dead because my phone's gonna die, and she's not gonna know exactly where I was, what happened. And about 3:15 a.m., I get a call from her, and my phone has been on 1% for probably 4 hours at this point. And I was just able to tell her, hey, I'm okay, I'm at this hotel. Here, look it up on the internet. Here's the address. I'll call you in the morning. I've probably never hugged my wife so hard in my life. And every little petty argument we've had or every little thing, it kind of all goes out the window. And you're just so thankful to be with the person that you love. And just when I get to see my family after, the people that I love, for me, it's just finding hope in Christ and not letting this define who I am, but letting my faith in Christ and my thankfulness for what happened to me define who I am. And I'm not gonna sit down, I'm not gonna change my job, I'm not gonna avoid concerts or avoid music or the passion that God's given me. I'm not gonna sit down and lay down and do that, but I'm gonna rely on His protection and His hope. We live in a fallen, evil, sinful world, and somehow God works this together for good. he wins in the end, and there's kind of just this hope that comes with that instantly arms you. Without that, I really don't know what I would be clinging to.